Hey, what's going on? This is the Battle Blaster coming back at you. Um, I want to talk to you about something, and I'm just going to try to make it quick and possible as I can. I'm going to try to be straight, shooter to what I'm putting out there. Now, for a lot of people, they might not believe in UFOs or anything like that. Um, I do, and I'm just going to put it to you, and I'm going to look in like to certain biblical things, and I'm going to see if people can like attach themselves to this real quick. So let's try to go with it and do it as fast as I can. Um, I was looking at the news, and like I said, for the past few years, people shooting, killing, and all that stuff. This is getting really out of hand. People's attitudes are retarded. People are becoming very, very uncivilized. Don't get me wrong, people have been uncivilized, but I mean, it's really going overboard. So I was thinking to myself, because I was thinking about some things, and I remember some things in the Bible, and they speak of a whirlwind. Like Jesus got caught up in, like he was brought up into the in the sky. He was brought up in a whirlwind. Was taken up in a whirlwind. Another individual was taken up in a whirlwind. We talk about a wheel within a wheel, which was, they said that when the occupants got out, one like this, one like that, they all looked like some type of animal, whatever. But just putting it out there. There's a tribe called the Dogon tribe, and the Dogon tribe stated before, before whites were around, they said there was no moon in the sky, and they said one night it appeared, the moon just came out of nowhere, it just showed up. I think that the moon is an artificial construct brought to the earth as a place to monitor the beings here down below. There is a part where they was talking about how that Neil Armstrong said when they landed the moon module on the moon, they said when they touched down, it sounded like a bell, like it was hollow. The moon is hollow, and they said when they landed, it sounded like a bell going off, like somebody took a hammer to a bell and rung it, or just rung the bell, period, and it's boom. So it had like a hollow sound. And remember, when those people went up there, they were trying to get over onto the dark side of the moon, the side that we can't see. We can't see, period. And they said that there's bases on the moon, and people have said this. And even NASA has come out and said the truth, which they don't even tell you about it, but you have to dig on it. I believe that there are aliens on the moon, because if you ever heard of a problem back in the, I think it was the 80s, it's called Remishing Forest, or whatever. I forgot how you pronounce it. Remishing, whatever it's called. Remishing Forest over in the UK. There was a American joint base over there, and the soldiers seen a flying saucer, whatever you want to call it, or a space shuttle, or a ship, whatever, and the one of them touched it, and he got a shock of his life, I think, if I'm correct, and he lost consciousness. And he said when he woke up, all he had in his head was these 001, 1001, these these codes, binary codes. So, making a long story short, that years later he went and wrote it down, and it escaped his mind. You know, it was nowhere for him to put it, and he wrote it down, and like I said, he held on to it for a while, and when he went to a place where he had them look it over, and one of the computer programmers came in. She came, looked at it, and the code said ongoing human exploration. In other words, these beings are living amongst us, or they're monitoring us to see how we act and we deal with under these stressful, just like under stressful measures, or under bad measures, under good measures, just like a rat in a cage in a bio, what do you call them, a scientist's lab, a laboratorium, whatever you call it. I can't even say it out of my mouth because my mouth won't even fix me to say it. But suppose they are using some type of mental wave to make us act up, to make us do the stupid, crazy stuff we've been doing this. You know what I mean? Suppose they have, excuse me, and they interfering with the way we are living on this earth. Remember, because they said when they did the binary code, it says ongoing, like basically a human study ongoing. That's basically what it was basically saying. And that's kind of a crazy thing, because supposedly, like I said, suppose these people are interfering with us to the point where they're messing with us, arguing with each other, killing each other, hurting each other, and we have no, like, some of us don't have no control, because I think some of us who do, we have our own mindset. Yeah, it's really a situation that has to be thought about, talked about. It's just something to think about. I want to go deeper into this, but right now I'm starting to fall asleep. I'm starting to get tired, and I know I should just be sitting up doing these commentaries or these pieces. But I just wanted people to think about this. Think, if you think about it. They said also in the Bible, real quick, I want to talk about this too. And the Bible says that the Lord will, there's 4 angels that sits on the 4 corners of the earth. And when the Lord calls for these angels to come back, you're inside, like you're, it's a long story. Like, we're going to have more bad weather. We're going to have all these bad things happen to us. And as you see, we're having a lot of rainstorms and droughts, and snow time comes. We're going to have a lot of blizzards, a lot of this, a lot of that. And it's just something to think about. Really, it is. I'll get back to you tomorrow, maybe, if I feel any better to talk about this. But I thought that I'd put it out there, and I also wanted to put out something. But just like I said, I'll put it out another time. But I want y'all just to think about that. Maybe we are being corrupted. Our minds are being manipulated to do the way we think it's, well, not what we think it's done is right. What these beings are doing to us to make us think that we're doing this right through them. All right, y'all. Let me get up out of here. This is the Battle Blaster. I'm out. Peace.